One. Hey everybody. Thanks for making it to an untitled superhero game. We are here. We're playing a weird thing that I made up in my head. That's me, GM Matt. I'm here to run the game, and be the villains, be the storekeep, be the babysitter, Siren, and everyone else besides Josh, who is playing Failsafe. Josh, can you say hi?
Hello, friends.
That's right. That's right. We also have Ganja. Ganja is playing Night Warden. Ganja, can you say hi?
Hey everybody.
We also have a third member who's not able to make it tonight. Cole. Cole plays Rocket. He's kind of like a. They're all kind of tech dudes, but he's like a tech dude with a little bit of alien edge to it. And in fact, Cole usually does our fun recap and he pulls us into this goofy world. And I have decided to put that job on to Josh today. So, Josh, without further ado, can you give us. It's a tough one. It's been 2 weeks since we got to play. I had a little rendezvous and we had a little mishap the week before. But, Josh, what can you give us for a recap?
Yeah. So we started at kind of shortly after our first encounter with Unrest. We actually captured him or defeated him and brought his body back, and Mist kind of flew away. We did some research on the Mist. We got some advice from some advisor. We worked on some tools. But we found out that we need a magic user, which we requested help from. And we kind of came up with a plan to trap Unrest. We had some um, caffeine shots. We had a giant jar, and a couple other things. We headed out into the city to try to find him. We found him pretty fast, and he basically told me that like he's a god and not to mess with him, and that he's going to destroy us. And I formed him into a ball and waterboarded him a few times, and then a battle started where we tried to trap him into this glass container, and we were somewhat successful. He was starting to break out as we were all working together. He was able actually to put Night Warden to sleep, where Night Warden kind of had to battle the other side of Unrest on the, I guess, the other world, or um, Unrest world. But eventually, as the battle wrapped up, we were able to contain him and seal him away. And then I think where we finished up is just bringing him back to our home base.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So, you guys brought Unrest back, um, and a hero named Hollywood Hex kind of explained who Unrest is, and kind of decided, hey, I'll take him from here. Um, and so you guys are unburdened of having to deal with Unrest. Um, and yeah, Hollywood kind of explained that, hey, his sleep cycle has gotten shorter and shorter and now can be interrupted. So it's very careful. It's a very dangerous thing to have Unrest around. So he kind of took him off of your hands. Um, One thing that did happen is you guys did all have this super strong coffee to kind of keep you guys awake, so you don't fall asleep and land in Unrest World. And Night Warden, something happened to you as you were sleeping that kind of brought you back out of it. Do you remember what that was?
Um, yeah, so I think one thing was I had crafted before we went out a shot of adrenaline, and I had used that to bring me out of the sleep state. But as I did so, um, I believe it was Rocket. It may have been Failsafe, but one of the two had stuck me with a shot of the really strong coffee, and so I got the double whammy. And now Night Warden is fully caffeinated and full of adrenaline.
Yeah, 100%. Where Failsafe and Cole feel like they could probably lay down for the night, Night Warden, you feel the need to do literally anything whatsoever, whether it's train, whether it's take a stroll throughout town, it doesn't matter, but you cannot sit still. Um, which means one of two things for you. One, you can do a whole bunch of training if you want. I'll let you get in, a regular amount of training before they do. Or you can go investigate the town. You can use that time however you want. The downside is you do not get to take away any of your minuses yet because you are unable to sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
Um,
so yeah.
yep.
Are we at that point yet? I'm not sure if everybody's getting to the point where they want to go lay down. So I'll hold off if Josh or Failsafe has anything he wants to do.
Yeah, Failsafe. As Hollywood Hex has left the portal, Siren still kind of stands off to the corner. You guys also learned that Siren tried to take over the entire Milky Way, by the way. He was stopped by a numerous amount of heroes, but he's docile now, which maybe makes you feel fine, maybe makes you feel uneasy, whatever. But yeah, Failsafe, you've gone through this tough day. You have some pluses that you can get rid of if you just lay down and go to bed. But the night is yours if you want. And just a reminder for the people who maybe this is their first time listening, minuses are good. Minuses make the difficulty of stats lower so that you can roll higher and beat them. Having a plus makes your stats that you're trying to beat higher, thus being harder to beat. So I know it's kind of backwards in your brain, but minus is good, plus is bad. Failsafe, you have a few pluses. Are you trying to get rid of those by just going to bed for the night?
Yeah, I have a few, but do I have the ability to do anything before going to bed?
Yeah, well, you do have your mandatory 1 hour of news watch.
Okay.
That does have to happen no matter what. Siren will, not Siren, but little Siren, paperclip Siren will drive you crazy until you do that. But yeah, if there's like a smaller activity you wanted to do before that, yeah, 100%.
I had two things that I remember, and you can kind of let me know what you think because I know it's been a second since we did this. I think I was actually talking to Hollywood Hex about some training. I don't remember what on though, but I was talking to him, and then um, me and Siren um, had kind of came to an agreement about getting these things, the blockers in the facility fixed. And he said he was going to look into it. So is either of those an option for right now?
Yeah, I believe Hollywood. I'll have to look back on the archives. Shameless plug. Hey, there's a YouTube channel with my face on it and these guys' gameplay on it. Go check it out. I'm links in somewhere, I'm sure. It's not that cool, but we are that cool. I'll have to check. I'll have to check on the training for sure, because I do remember either you and I talking about it after the game, or it was said. The blockers aren't the little helpers. The blockers are Siren itself has like a baby switch mode on it. And I do believe you turned it off successfully, actually.
Yeah, I did some
Um,
kind of engineering thing to try to bypass something. That's kind of been my side project, is kind of trying to get this information that's being blocked from us.
yes, I do believe you were able to. I think it was just a wire that you kind of jumpered out, and now Siren
Hmm.
is more able to assist rather than to hold information back. So
Cool.
you now have a
So
Siren who's more cooperative.
So working with Siren, what I would like to do is do a using mind and intellect. I would like to try to figure out what is going to be the most effective method that we can do to restore some of this information to make it usable for us, so we don't get blocked from so many things.
Yeah, so as you kind of head over to Siren, this was what Unrest was, by the way. He's not actually there. Go away, Unrest. Um, as you look over to Siren, Siren just, he doesn't smile. He doesn't have like a mechanical mouth or anything, but like he lights up brighter. Failsafe. Hello. How can I help you?
Hey, Siren. I just wanted to follow up on our conversation earlier. Seems like we're making some progress. I know I was pretty mad about, you choking me and hiding all the information from me, but let's just kind of keep making progress in the right direction. And yeah, I wanted to kind of put our heads together and think through, this place needs to be operational. We need to have access to all the information in the archives. So I'd like to kind of figure out, like, hey, what's the most effective step to restore that?
As he like physically goes to put his head closer to you, I am sorry about that. That was unfortunate. Old programming, hard to shake. Yes, of course. After our conversation, and he like has a hard pause there. I feel like I'm much more willing to help you out with all sorts of different projects. Is there something you're willing to look up right now?
Yeah, and what I would like to do is kind of, with the information that he's told me, I'd like to kind of um, uh, think through and being like, okay, what's the next step? How do we get this information? Like, what information do we need? Kind of what I'm thinking is like this is like a perception slash insight. I'm trying to think and figure out, like, okay, lots of things need to be going. Like, what's my next move to start being able to get this information accessible to
Oh,
us?
okay, okay,
That's what
okay.
I'm thinking through.
Yeah.
Like, I
I
want
would
to I want to I want to come up with, like, this is the solution we need.
so I don't have your character sheet pulled up right now. I would say right now
Hmm.
you are looking at presence, and I would say communication. What do you have in communication first off, and then what do you have in presence?
Um,
Is presence something that's good for you? I believe you guys are all
it
kind of bad in presence, right?
it's actually not my worst. It's actually one of
Okay.
my, just because of how I play my characters, I have a little bit more in presence.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so my build is intellect's my biggest, -50. Willpower and presence is -35.
Oh,
Then my
okay.
agility and strength is pretty low. And so presence is a
That's not bad. Okay.
-35.
Okay. So why don't you give
And I don't
me?
have anything in communication.
Okay, okay. So this would be just straight presence. And I only say communication because you're not talking to a person. You are communicating still with a an interface at this
Okay.
point.
Okay. So you think asking him to figure that out is going to be more effective than me trying to figure it out on my own?
Well, just your words might have an action. You can still do something. You can still say a thing, but this is a thing that's happened based off what you've asked Siren, what you've talked to him about. Um,
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I'll
and
roll a 1d100. And oh no.
oh, an eight. Um, Siren kind of looks and goes, I think I'm having a hard time understanding what you're asking.
Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm having a hard time communicating it apparently.
he he looks at you and he goes, Would you like to know more about current events, more about our facility, more about your guys' trainings and past actions? Are you looking to see things that could be happening somewhat in the near future? I'm willing to help you with anything as long as your subject is identified clearly.
Yeah, my main priority is getting this facility operational for us, and specifically the archives and information.
Oh, the archives and information, you say? Well, it certainly like walks you over to that table that has like the supercomputer, uh, and as he like gets closer to it, oh, he falls to his death apparently. Um,
Falls down.
as you guys get closer to it, you do see that the interface on it is much different. It has files galore, just even on like general boot. It's not as restricted as it once was. Maybe whatever you did with Siren earlier has kind of jump started already what you're trying to do here. As Siren points to the computer, here is our main shared computer. It has as many archives as we are given from all the different foundations of heroes.
Perfect. And um, uh, what kind of new information on there? Like, you can just give me like categories to kind of give me an idea.
Yeah.
Like, what, like if I'm opening up, like what are the new things that are unlocked, or the folders, or the type of sections, I guess, of information.
Um, you immediately discover you are looking at things you definitely should not have access to. There are private, I wouldn't necessarily, they're, no, they're private. Um, there's, Sunbeam's, like, private journal. There's a little secret, DM, between Hollywood Hex and, Circuit Diva. Um, Callie King is having like a feud currently with Echo Heart, and you're seeing all these things. You immediately realize like red flag. I shouldn't be seeing these. But the things that really kind of catch your eye are all the past current events that are going on in the world. Everything outside of Pleasantdale. Um, there are certain things like facility mains, so like you can see all the data that Siren and the facility itself has been taking on you guys. There are stats from your most recent fights. There's things about like heroes that they're looking into that are still too young to be kind of in the program, and then there's like
Mhm.
8 stacked upon themselves folders of Gatorman's most recent achievements. Um, as I mean, like I said, as you kind of look, you maybe have like all of the hero agencies like main computer at your fingertips for some reason.
Perfect. Perfect. As I look through the information, especially the current events, am I able to notice any connections of like a place that is having an uptick in that, like similar to this town that doesn't really? That, I think, what did you say? They haven't had like a villain attack in like 30 years or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, uh, like, am I able to find any other places or any other agencies that are experiencing any abnormalities like this?
There's about 4 other villain kind of attacks, but they are scattered throughout the world. When you look for most recent and you like search by location, there is one currently that has multiple attacks within like your week time frame, and that is here in Pleasantdale with the armed robbery and then unrest.
Um, Gotcha. And none of the other places seem like anything abnormal. It's the normal amount of activity that they typically have.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll me. I want you to. You have an advantage dice. I do want to be clear about that because you did hit the
Yeah.
recap. Um,
Yeah.
I
And I have
want to
my
just give it.
picture, and I have my luck.
You have, yes. You guys you also brought art from the last time we were together. Um This is tricky. This is just gonna be a luck. You're looking to get above 50 here.
Okay.
Just straight luck. Ooh,
I'm gonna
34.
use one of my the inspirations, one of
Yep.
our other luck.
You have 2 to use. Oh man, the suspense. A 26.
Oh.
You have 1 more to use. It's a file. It's kind of off to the side, and you're not quite sure if it's important or not.
Oh, I'll go ahead and try.
The last one. Okay, looking
I'm
to get
committed
above
now.
a 50.
I
You're
can't.
committed.
I can't. Well, I also have my luck point too that would let me re-roll, so I do have one more.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Yeah. That's what you get for being the understudy of. There it is.
Yes.
There it is. So we'll call that your art. We'll still keep your luck for the night. You look, and there is a folder that is just titled SFC, and it doesn't have a true name. It just has the letters. And when you click on it, it's a picture. Immediately, the first thing that pops up is a picture of Siren. Very, very bright. It's smiley Siren face. And then it's holding like almost like a bunch of like nuclear bombs, a bunch of files. Some of them are being deleted, some of more are being dropped in. As Siren just kind of looks down, it's like now a moving picture, almost like a GIF, and it's like looking at all these files that are coming in and out, coming in and out. There's one that says Pleasantdale. Would you like to open it?
Yes.
As you open it, you see a few things that say, obviously, main event within the next 2 to 3 days. Techno, nope. And it hasn't quite decided on the name, but is currently en route. There is just a few descriptors of the thing is what it's currently being called, and that's question marked for about a week and a half from now. And as you kind of pull back, as you like sit back, as Failsafe kind of like sits in his chair and thinks about it, SFC stands for Siren's Future Crimes. And as these files are like going away, they're different cities' names, and Siren is seemingly doing the math on the new things that could be happening in every city known to man.
Got it. So when it says these events are coming up, am I seeing that or understanding that as that these things are being planned, they're not random?
The tricky thing is they all have, yes, I kind of I get what you're saying, yeah. With what you rolled, you know that they are just being calculated by Siren. They're not necessarily being planned. In fact, the main event one goes away. And a couple seconds later, it comes back with a higher probability and a different date, which is within 2 days. And it fluctuates to 3 days, to 4, to 2, to 3. And it's just him calculating when he thinks these events are going to happen, is what you kind of figure out from this file.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
As you kind of like get up from your computer, Rocket has like taken note of everything that you guys are kind of like the group is doing. It took longer than he wanted to, and he goes off to bed, and you can just hear like a bunch of machinery kind of it's a weird sound. You hear a bunch of metal leave the ground, so it's like ting ting, as he seems to be working on something in his room. But you do turn around to a finger jittering, jaw wiggling, eyes darting, and just full anxious Night Warden. Night Warden, you've seen Failsafe now do a few things, have a conversation with Siren. What is Night Warden doing?
In a very almost hurried fashion, he just looks at Failsafe and he's like, "I'm going to the gym. I'll see you later." And he immediately heads off to the gym to go do some workouts and try to burn off some of this energy. So that's kind of where he's going to be starting the night. I got a couple plans for him since he is so jacked full of adrenaline.
Yeah, absolutely. You head to the gym, and as you like go to open the door, it has a quick lock sequence. And a very small version of Siren kind of pops up on the door window, and he goes, "Hey, it looks like you're heading to the gym. Anything I can help you with? Are we looking for strength, cardio, agility, anything in between? How can I help?"
I was thinking strength first.
Strength, and the Siren gets really,
I might want to go
really
do
buff.
some parkour in the city later. So
Parkour.
yeah, like that.
And his legs get a little bit bigger, his muscles get a little bit smaller, and he just kind of gets a little grimy. And he goes, "Which one are you looking to do here today, right now?"
Strength.
Strength it is. Welcome to the gym. And the door kind of slowly opens as the Siren gets really, really buff, and the door opens, and you can just see a bunch of the cardio stuff gets like picked up on little metal plates, slid off to the side, and all of the weights and all of the barbells and all the benches all just like rush to the middle in a big spot, like goosh, goes over top of it.
Yeah, he's gonna start out. He's gonna go do a bunch of reps on the bench press, turn around, grab some dumbbells, start working out with a bunch of dumbbells, grab like a weighted vest and do like some pull-ups, a dead hang with it, and just probably spend about the next 2 hours just going from exercise to exercise, working on building up that strength.
Okay, absolutely. So this sounds like it is your downtime, sir. You are working on building up some strength. So go ahead, let's roll a strength-based check. Once again, all you have to do is kind of unlock it one time because you're a human. But what skill are you looking to unlock here, or are you going for the much trickier I will allow, because of the circumstances, allow you to get a really decent strength in right now, but it will be unassisted. So it would be a straight strength. Or you can do the
Okay.
regular skill, if there's a skill that kind of catches your eye right now.
You know what? We're gonna go for a really heavy strength and just do it just by itself,
Okay.
and
So,
hope for the best.
so essentially this would give you a minus, you can add a minus 10 into your strength here if you succeed. We'll see what you get. A 59. Where does that land on your scale?
That is, that does not even hit easy.
As you kind of hit the weights, you get under the bench, and it's a little bit trickier. You feel jacked. I don't know if you've ever done pre-workout, but it like makes you feel like you can do so much. And you get under this bench, and it like drops, and as it's like hitting your chest, you're able to get a rep up, and you're like, "Oh boy, I should definitely stop." And then you're like, "Come on, but Night Warden, you got this." And you like go back down, and it's not that you don't push it back up. You are strong enough to do it. You have the adrenaline right now. But this itty bitty Siren pops up, and you see him on the wall, and the tile kind of comes down slowly, goes, "Hey, looks like you're struggling and having a real hard time of it. Is there anything I can do to help?" And as you're pushing this barbell back up, like the tile, you kind of bump it, and now you're at a free fall. You're stuck. It could go up, it could go down, but you are putting max effort into it. This little siren's just looking at you, head tilted sideways.
A spot.
I don't know what you mean by that.
And Night Warden's gonna attempt to dig deep here and use every last ounce of energy he has to try and just give it that final jerk of emotion to lock those elbows out and get it up.
Okay, okay. Give me a strength plus force.
Well, strength plus force. Okay.
As this Clippy-esque siren is just looking at you, and it's definitely in your way. You're gonna have to push past Mini Siren, who doesn't quite understand what's happening here. Dun, 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 dun. The suspense is insane. Oh, absolutely.
91. All right.
And that's a straight roll because you don't have anything in force, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So that beats my normal.
Okay. That's crazy that a 91 doesn't even get to your heart. You're pushing this barbell, and it takes Siren a second before it goes, oh, I seem to be in your way, and it slides, and then you, like, with extreme force, you're able to rack up this weight. And your head is spinning, you get lightheaded, you get up, and, like, you go to hit the ground, and I don't know if you have ever seen, like, a UFC fighter get knocked out, hit the ground, and wake back up, but this adrenaline and this coffee kind of hit you as your face hits the ground, you're back up, and you're like, oh, I must have been doing push-ups. You are going to have to add a +5 here to your strength, because you have now kind of overtrained. Your fatigue is starting to get to you, but the spotlight is just beaming down on you. You can't do any more strength checks to, like, increase it for the night, but you just are, like, in the gym, you're picking things up, you're like, I can pick that up, yes, I can pick, oh, I can't pick that one up, okay. As Clippy, not Clippy, but Siren Clippy, kind of pops in and goes, hey, looks like you're having a really tough time of it. You mentioned some parkour in the city. Is that something you're willing to do now?
Yeah. I think I might have better luck doing that.
Night Warden, as you kind of go to leave the gym, you hear all the gym equipment kind of get moved back into place. You go to grab the door, and you can feel that adrenaline. It's not wearing off, but, like, you don't feel the need to rip the door anymore. It's just kind of been open. But once again, a siren pops up and goes, now, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but we're not looking for breakfast at this time of the day, but maybe you should have a snack before you go doing some parkour out in the city.
Yeah, what do you got? Quick!
And the fridge just pops open. The fridge that is right next to the exit, the same one that Rocket had to go to. There's some beef sticks. There's some little bits of shredded cheese in there. Nothing that's gonna make a good meal, but little Clippy Siren is calculating out the calories, and like the things that catch your eye are like 500. 700, 300, and then, like, that eventually equivalates to a decent enough meal to let you out of the facility.
And I'll quickly grab those real quick, and yeah, he's just running for the door. He's ready to go. He's still kind of all, like, full of just energy, but not to the scale that he was, you know?
Right. Yeah, you're on the come down at this point. As you leave the facility, there is one place that really catches your eye for parkour, and it is just right outside of headquarters, and it's the junkyard. You guys haven't met Benny yet, but he's been alluded to by Siren maybe once or twice. He's an ally for sure, but he has the most parkour-esque area for sure. But it is Pleasantdale. There's plenty here. You can parkour around Town Hall. You can go to Harvest Hideaway. There's the high school. There's the church. There's plenty of little cul-de-sacs. There's Huxley Towers. Wherever you would like to go to do your parkouring, you can. But the junkyard is the closest and probably best for it. But you don't have to go there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take advantage of the junkyard.
Okay.
It's just the most naturally fitting for what he wants to do.
Yeah, absolutely. As you kind of head there, you get to the fence. You kind of like peek through. It's really hard to see, but as you like pick your head up, there it is, like parkour heaven here. There's plenty of things to jump off of, land on, push over, spin off of, slide down, and there isn't an owner in sight. In fact, I will move Benny. It looks like Night Warden Paradise. As the moon kind of shines and bounces off of all these little broken pieces of glass, metal being melted down. The night is your playground, sir. Can you describe kind of how your parkouring goes?
Okay, yeah. So first he's looking for, just one single car, nothing stacked up on top of it. He's getting up on the hood. He's doing front flips off of it, doing back flips off of it. And then he starts scaling it up. So now he's looking for, stacks of cars that he can climb his way up and then jump off safely and like do a tuck and roll when he lands. And then just like trying to run up to a wall, run up the wall and do a backflip, just that high burst of energy, quick movements, and then also working on a little bit of his grappling and climbing and things like that.
100%. So once again, you get to cheat the system because you have overdosed on adrenaline and caffeine. You get a second check for the night to kind of do some training. You can either go straight agility here, once again, based off the drugs that are in your system, and look to lower your agility by 5, 10, or 15. Or you can kind of try to increase what I thought I heard was, gosh, where was it? Anything along the lines of super speed, wall crawling. I would maybe even give force resistance. In any of these kind of certain categories that go with what you're doing. Obviously, the skills are the easiest to improve, but the overall agility would really help bring down a lot more. So it's up to you.
Okay. So I have a quick above table question for you.
Of course.
So when I was filling this out and doing the skills, I do think I need to update. I think we talked about it before. I need to update my list here because it's different than what yours is.
That's right. That's right.
But that bottom tier, I did not realize some of the things that were on there when I was filling this out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for us as PCs to learn or develop new skills that we don't already have?
Yes, absolutely. So the reason there's like they're not blank spaces, but we're able to add in some like the regeneration that was kind of brought up is because if you guys essentially see a wall climbing superhero, you can be like, gosh, I wish I could learn that. And once again, because you guys are humans, you can take from any category you want. So it's up to you guys. Use your real life imagination. Ganja's, Josh's, and Cole's. Whatever you guys can think of, we can add into your character sheet.
Perfect. So I don't have any skills in the force section. So this will be just an agility check here.
Okay. Okay, absolutely. So, are you looking to lower agility in total, or are you looking to add something to force? It's
If
technically
it's
the same roll right now
possible,
because you have nothing in force. Um,
right.
right. So it's up to you.
All right.
Well, hot
All
damn.
right.
Josh goes,
That
I wish I had these
that
rolls. Let's go.
passes my hard.
Okay. So the question lies, do you want to just lower your agility by 15 or get tier 1 in force?
uh, I will take tier one in force.
Okay. Okay. As you're kind of jumping around, and the force kind of comes from you maybe miss a jump. You're about a foot and a half short, so you put a hand on the nearest container and shove yourself a little bit further, and you can kind of feel your muscles. Maybe it is that workout you did. You didn't feel like you got a lot from it, but you're seeing it in play now as you kind of land on this one container and you start to slide in your HUD that just kind of sits on your mask. Um, you're maybe 2 hours into this parkour session, and then suddenly Siren pops up and goes, "Hey, we've noticed you haven't checked in on your news feed this week or today. You do need an hour of it, and you have an hour left till midnight." You cannot see anything anymore, and you can now feel that the container you were just sliding down is gone, and you are free falling. Your face smashes into the back end of a car. You tumble down like this junk wreck. You hit the bottom and you are now stuck between two containers, and as you kind of go to get up, you hit your head on something that you still can't see because Siren's covering up your vision. And then Siren just brightens up. Would you like to check your newsfeed now?
Yeah, well, I might as well.
um at this point, Josh,
I
oh, sorry, go ahead, Night Warden. Did you have one more thing?
uh yeah, he was just gonna say, you made it to where I can't see it, and you might as well just show it to me now. Uh
I understand how that can be a problem. Maybe we can work on separate times where we need to make sure that we're somewhere comfortable and not so dangerous to make sure we're on our news feeds. We should have a meeting about that. And then bloop, like up in the top right of your visor, just kind of says meeting question mark.
yeah, and stop blinding people.
Bloop, meeting 2. Stop blinding people question mark. Now the meetings are starting to take up like the peripheral of your right eye.
Go the video.
As the news feed kind of pops up. Now above table, you guys have already seen this news reel. It is up on the YouTube channel for anyone who's curious. I am going to put it into this video as well. But essentially, Pleasantdale News is going to make an announcement, and it is hijacked by one named Main Event, who kind of challenges the team, the Wildcards, his fans, his viewers, his live streamies. Have seen them in action and has decided Main Event needs to take him down a notch. Who is Main Event? You guys aren't necessarily sure at this point in time, but Josh, Failsafe has seen it. Cole, Rocket has now seen it, and Ganja, Night Warden, at the bottom of this pile of garbage, has now seen it. Future Matt, this is where you should put that video in. Bloop right here.
The signal distorts, audio stretches, a sharp metallic tone cuts through. The screen fractures into gold geometric shards. Then, a drone shot descends from high altitude, city skyline beneath. The camera lowers. Main Event stands on a rooftop, wind tearing at his gear. Mexican flag patch stitched proudly into his black and gold fight attire. Full 8 feet of engineered dominance. He spreads his arms. Buenos noches, mundo. And now for some real news, pendejos. The city lights reflect off his mask. Behind him, holographic overlays replay the Wildcards fight with unrest. Slowed, zoomed, dissected like game footage. He walks slowly across the rooftop. You think because you stopped one loud idiot with a gimmick that you're heroes? You think a team makes you legends? I have fought in Mexico City, Sao Paulo, Madrid, Chicago. I don't belong to a city. He taps his chest. Cities belong to the main event. The feed shifts. Pull graphics slam onto the screen. Worldwide vote open. Public humiliation. Full team dismantling. Career-ending showcase. All of the above. Votes skyrocket in real time. Look at that. The people want the whole team. The winning option flashes. All of the above. Main event nods slowly. Wildcards. You don't get solo acts. You don't get one-on-ones. You get the full production. He gestures upwards. Several drones rise behind him, red optics igniting. Bird eyes view. Impact tracking. Live biometrics. Exclusive behind the mask audio. Overlay appears. Pay-per-view, $250. Global stream access. $250 to watch me end your hero phase. That's cheaper than therapy. Huh. I don't care where you run. I travel. I adapt. I headline. He steps closer to the lens, filling the frame. You are not the future. You are content. And I am the main event. The feed glitches. Gold lettering slams onto the screen. Main event versus the Wildcards. World Tour. First stop, your city. He gives a slow, dismissive wave. Train hard.
Give me a 1, a 2, a 3 for editing. Bam. How does Failsafe react to the video that he has just seen, Josh?
Yeah, I think when he watches it, and main event says he's coming here. Yeah, I think Phil Safe is kind of like both like curious, like who's this guy, but also kind of like spiteful, like who's this guy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A little bit of why is he coming here? But wait a minute. Wait, why is he actually coming here? Nightwarden, what's your reaction to the video that's just popped up on your screen?
My initial reaction is gonna be to head back to HQ and talk to the rest of the team about what we just saw.
Absolutely. As you're kind of like getting up through the pile of rubble, you hit your head maybe a second time. Now it's just those meetings. Sirens out of the way, but the meetings are kind of clogging up your right side. You do kind of hear this like hovering sound. And as you kind of like readjust, and now you know that you just can look at those files and they go away. And once your vision is clear, you see this drone with a little red live light kind of blinking, and it's just looking at you.
About how far away is it?
25, 30-ish feet.
All right. The first thing he's gonna attempt to do is like he's gonna watch it, but I'm gonna move like to the left and then back to the right, take a couple steps back to see if this thing moves at all with me, or does it just like turn and watch me as I move, or do I see any movement from it?
Oh, absolutely. As you kind of go left, it doesn't move a lot, but it just kind of tilts left. You can see there is a second light that kind of blinks now. And it just says viewership, and it blinks every time it looks like it goes over another 100,000 mark. It appears to be at 1,200,000.
As I see this thing like watching my movement and tracking my movement. I definitely don't trust it because from looking at it, would I think that based on those numbers and viewers and the blinking light, I'm assuming this thing does not belong to uh failsafe, correct?
Uh,
This is not one of his contraptions.
yeah, taking a closer look now, it does say main event camera 1.
Main event. I pull out my sidearm pistol and I attempt to shoot this thing.
All right, go ahead. What ability and what skill are you using here?
We are going to use agility and weapon skill.
All right, go ahead. And while you do that, hey Cole, what up? What up?
Hey,
Hello.
He's made it.
Ugh.
Rocket is alive and well. He's hanging out in his room, floating in anti-gravity, of course. We'll get you caught up here in just a hot second.
Thank you.
Okay, a 63. Where does that land on your scale?
that beats an easy.
That beats an easy. You line it up. It's within your target range. Your crosshairs kind of line up perfectly. You know you hit the shot. Ping! And you see as it gets closer to the camera, there's a little orb around it. Poof, takes the shot, and you see ripples within it. And then from the camera you hear, "Hey man, cool it, dude. Come on now, that's camera 1. You don't mess with camera 1."
Why are you watching me?
It's a long silence. You hear. Go ahead.
Yeah, with that long silence, I'm just gonna attempt to use some speed and stealth and what Ironside had trained me in to get out of its line of sight and hide.
Okay.
I do not want this thing following me back to HQ.
Yeah. It's so as you kind of dash, you get behind a few things. The camera kind of stays still, and you can now hear like the muttering of like, "You got right, man. I'll find you, man. I know you're looking for you, dude. I'll see you in a couple days, man." And then the camera just kind of takes off.
Hearing it take off, I will slowly come out of hiding, looking around. Once I see that the coast is in fact clear, I'm gonna kind of take the long way around, just in case it's sitting and watching, and head back to HQ.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the camera kind of take off. You're able to make it back to HQ. What you believe pretty well hidden without of camera sight. As you do, I would say for the purposes of getting everyone back together, Cole, everyone took their news time, their mandatory 1 hour news session, and it was interrupted by the video that was posted on Saturday. I'm gonna insert it into the video for now, so anyone can see it whenever.
Okay.
But yeah, main event has made his announcement to you guys.
Okay.
So as everyone kind of comes back into the meeting room, like the middle of HQ, yeah, Night Warden, you make it in there. I assume you have some things to say, huh?
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna look at everybody, and the first obvious question is gonna be, have you guys seen it? Did you see the broadcast?
Yeah. Seems like trouble's coming to town.
Main event. It sounds like he wants a fight. Are we prepared
Yeah,
for
he
it?
definitely. Um, I don't know. Maybe with the archives I've unlocked, we can find some information out about this guy.
Did you see anything about him when you were looking through him earlier?
Um, no, this is the first time I've heard of him, but I think we can definitely go check.
I think we should. Maybe that smart computer or whatever that you were working with earlier knows something.
Yeah, that I hope so.
As you guys kind of like chat and there's a tense vibe, siren, actual siren, points over to one of the monitors and goes, there seems to be a news report happening. And he kind of like looks over, he points to the TV, as once again Danny Harper is on the TV and goes, we're getting some strange reports of hero activity surrounding, and then it just kind of cuts out, and you guys see a figure who looks humble in demeanor yet fierce in his stature, dressed to the nines, but yet some sort of arrogance to him. Star, would you like to make your news presence?
My citizens, once again, you are brought before this execution stage so the world may see what you truly are. Subjects, not equals. You were never meant for freedom. You exist to live, labor, and endure beneath my rule. There is no other place for you. Beyond these walls lies only chaos. Here you remain where you belong, controlled, contained, and eternal in your obedience. Do not mistake my rule for mercy. Your suffering is the cost of order, and my will is absolute. And today, upon this stage, these three so-called heroes who dare to defy me and spread false hope will be executed in the name of evil and to keep my eternal brother alive. Look well and understand. Hope dies here. You are mine. You will serve. You will endure, and you will remain here forever.
As on screen you see Frostbite, Prairie Hawk, and Stone Plow all kind of kneeled. Frostbite obviously trying to still ice up the surfaces around him, but something's stopping him. Prairie Hawk seems to be in some sort of like disarray, like unable to like be where they are. And Stone Plow is like frozen in place with like his feet turned to stone and the earth built around him. Star, what happens to these three heroes?
As you see that the Eternal King draws his old English sword. He lowers it to the first hero's neck, and as he swings down, the broadcast cuts.
As Danny Harper, flushed to say the least. I'm sorry. You all had to see that. It seems like the North Dakota trio seems to be in some sort of trouble. Certainly some heroes will. I certainly. And then the feed cuts out.
What are we gonna do about this? You all saw that. We have to do something.
Yeah, I mean, who was that person anyway? I mean, I know those were other superheroes, but who was that? Who who is that person?
I'm not sure.
You guys would know him as he's not necessarily a super mega public figure for you guys. Um, maybe for some of the heroes who are keeping track of him. There is a place you could definitely look at maybe some keywords if you would like to siren or siren failsafe who maybe understands how the computer system is now completely up to their disposal now.
Yeah, I could definitely try.
Okay. Running over to the computer. Give me a check here to get as much information from the computer as the SFC. I'm never going to remember that. Is going haywire right now.
Okay. And what do you want me to roll?
That's up to you. How would you like to navigate this computer?
I would like to use my mind or my intellect and yeah, I would like to use my intellect and my mind to try to find the most relevant information.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense to me. Go ahead and roll it. Dun, 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 dun.
Oof.
Oof. Now you have your lucky feet still.
I still um
Ooh, I see
that
Rocket's
actually
looking to
passes
chime
my
in.
easy.
Okay.
Nope.
So if it's a pass,
you want to live with easy, or you
uh,
want to try to move on? It's up to you.
I kind of want to get more information. I'll go ahead and burn it.
Okay. You are out of advantages for
See
the
if I can
day.
get something high.
As he rolls that, is there anything else anyone is thinking about doing in this kind of moment of panic?
He's going to. Bracket's going to more or less trying to analyze this entire situation with the three heroes, trying to see. Does this guy have fucking unique equipment, or is this just some weird type of ability he has using intelligence?
Yeah. You as you're kind of looking at it, go ahead and give me an intellect plus, let's go mind, to try to comprehend what you just saw.
Could you please roll it for me?
Yeah, of course. So a D100, and then what's your mind, sir?
Nothing.
Okay. D100 it is. A 65, though.
Yeah, thanks to my thing happened to my intelligence. Sorry, 1 second.
Yep.
So I gotta get used to talking again. Woke up with a sore throat. I
Oh,
hate
no.
it.
I know you've been struggling. I'm sorry.
Yep, that beats my hard, which is now a. Yeah, no worries. And my new hard right now is a 29. So yeah, that beats it.
Okay, so here's two things that actually, Night Warden, is there anything you would like to do at this current moment?
Yeah, so basically, Night Warden's gonna be like trying to figure out some sort of tactical advantage for him and the rest of his crew. something that they could do collectively to, end targets quickly, or tactical advantage, or battlefield sequence, or something along those lines. He's basically going to be um, running a bunch of different plans on what might work, what won't work, um, something along those lines.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you guys are all going full brain right now. So I would take I mean it's intellect. Um and I think we have to once again go mind here. Just to kind of like pull out all this information that you guys all just got within a hot second and put it all to good use here. So yeah, an intellect and mind, sir. Oh boy, the suspense. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna guess that's not too bad. An 83.
Nope, that beats my hard.
Okay, so we're
Nice.
gonna go in wow. We're gonna go in order of got some things to holy cow, everything's coming together. Fail safe. As you head over to the computer, you start looking, and there is a file that does say the King Beyond Time, and when you go to click on it, it changes to Eldrick, and then you go to click on it again, and it says Beyond Time Man, and then you click on it, and the title just keeps changing over and over and over. It's almost like Siren hasn't decided necessarily what to call him. But what you do get from that information, oh boy, how much of this do I want to send you? I'm going to send you a little bit of information here. Via
Okay, sweet.
DMs. So hold on to that. Give me just a second to explain what happens next. Rocket, you kind of went and looked at that video, and it takes you a second. Actually, if I could ask, Star, could you send anxious 007 Josh your villain's name and country of origin, please? That would help me out a lot. I can keep going. Rocket kind of looks at this video, and something's off about it, and you ask Siren to kind of replay it, go through the whole thing again, replay it, go through the whole thing again. And it's
Really
not
legit. Pause. Zoom.
yeah, enhance. As you look at it for like the fourth time, you realize these heroes weren't just like placed on this platform to like look ceremoniously. As you kind of take the video and like splice it apart, this is an edited version of what truly happened, and the second half of it, or the real version of events, is much worse, as these heroes were in torturous positions. You actually do see in the crowd someone who should have been with them. The North Dakota trio, I don't know if you remember, maybe dive into your notes there on current superheroes, but they aren't a trio. But the fourth member you can clearly see in plain daylight is in the background still. Not in danger, looks to be one of the citizens watching these executions. But the fourth member is out there. But yeah, you see this video has been heavily edited to hide some sort of cruelty to it, maybe.
And the ones that I'm seeing are Frostbite, Brain Hawk, and Stoneplow.
Yes. And as you can tell on that list, there is a fourth hero to the North Dakota trio.
And I see them in the crowd looking.
Yep. He seems to be, I don't know if what the right word, maybe lucky? Who knows? Yeah, Star, if you have time, what lines does Rocket hear that are edited and changed now?
As you're analyzing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you notice that the words are kind of muffled and that the actual words are kind of spoken over. Like someone's doing a really bad job of doing and like an abridged film. They're just
Mm-hmm.
talking over the actual words, and it sounds horrible. But when you spend the time just to narrow it down, you hear the words, "My people, today we gather at this stage to uphold the truth of who we are, a nation built on order, law, and the safety of its citizens. Freedom is not chaos, and hope cannot survive without stability and trust. There is a world beyond fear and uncertainty, but exists only when we protect it together. No nation can stand if betrayal is allowed to grow within it. Loyalty, responsibility, and unity are the foundations that keep your future strong. Today, these three stand before you not as heroes, but as criminals. They chose the path of espionage, sabotage, and the planning of a coup against the very people that they claim to serve. Their actions endangered lives, threatened our stability, and sought to tear apart everything we have built. This sentence, the sentence is not carried out in hatred, but in justice and in protection of our nation and its people. Let this moment remind us all that our strength comes from unity, from law, and from our commitment to the greater good. Let the world witness order stands, our people endure, our future always will remain secure because we stand together, now and always. And then, as he then proceeds to torture and murder these people very much abruptly and no mercy, and with no mercy whatsoever. For every single hero, he has figured out their weaknesses and has meticulously and methodically played with their weaknesses in such a slow motion that they beg for death at some point. As the people
Mm.
cheer, the people are happy. The people are happy. And from there, I leave nothing more.
And that is the unedited video.
As he will, as he will show the rest of the party this.
Okay. Night Warden, the highest roll passes a hard. You're able to kind of put this playing field together. You know that's going to cause a decent amount of hero pull. You're just not quite sure if going there right now is a good idea. The other thing that you're putting together on this chessboard is there is some sort of villain-esque person heading your way soon. But the other thing that the two haven't realized, since they're like actively doing something and you're just sitting there thinking, you do get a hit on your phone that comes from Maxwell, the local high-tech business mogul who tried to make Pleasantdale the latest Silicon Valley, and it says, "Come now, get to my towers quickly. Someone is here trying to ruin everything. I will pay you whatever you want."
Whatever
And you look down. There's a threat that someone else should definitely be handling. There's a threat coming soon, and there's a threat now in Pleasantdale today.
With that new information, I'm basically gonna rush out there. You know, having pretty much come down from the adrenaline rush, but still very awake and alert, and with it, and he's gonna be like, "Listen, guys, I've run a lot of situations, and I don't think maybe this guy's where we need to go. But look, I just got this, and I'll put the phone down on the table and kind of show them so they can see that we're needed right now. And I'll basically be saying, you know, as I'm grabbing my stuff, we gotta go, get your stuff, let's go. They need us.
The words bolden a second time. Anything. Additions to headquarters, vehicles, weaponry, but you have to get here now.
This guy's got everything we want, and he's got all the money to get whatever we want, guys. We gotta go.
Okay.
Hurry up! Come on! We gotta go.
Yes, I know.
The group, what are we deciding? Are we gonna gear up and go across the world to fight this King Beyond Time? Are we gonna wait for this villain that seems to be coming, or are we heading to the one that's in Pleasantdale now? Also, failsafe, you have some information if you would like to give it out as well. Or is that something that's maybe not relevant at the moment?
I don't think it's super relevant at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I think my thought is we've got someone coming to the town, and we've got someone in the town now, so I think we should stay here. Maybe this was a broadcast, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That we
Yep.
saw?
Yep.
Do we have any communication with any of the other hero agencies on how they're responding to it? Like, is there anything being done, or is everyone just kind of ignoring it?
That is an amazing question. The portal, which
Or can I call like my mentor or something?
You could, but now Josh, above game, your mentor was part of the North Dakota trio. However, it did not appear as if Lucky was there, or he.
Okay.
As long as Rocket, did you tell him you saw Lucky in the crowd?
Yep, as I said, he will show probably the same thing he saw with that video. Everything.
So, failsafe, you would know Lucky is in the crowd masquerading as a citizen.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Who's the guy that keeps warping here and who greeted us here when we first got here?
So there has been Hollywood, Jackson has been here. The one you are thinking of is the alien who said he will not be in contact anytime soon.
Okay. Jackson, was he a supervisor?
Jackson is the person who you guys are assuming put everything together. Also, Rocket's mentor. He is the hyper intelligent cat.
Oh, Jackson. Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess let's can I reach out to Hex, see what he's thinks about it? Let him know the situation and get his advice on if we should stay here or just kind of get a opinion from a seasoned vet.
Yeah, you kind of start to head over towards like the communication terminal that Siren likes to hang out by. And it's funny, you know the sound that the teleporter makes, and it's like a humming, but that sound comes from somewhere else, somewhere behind you all, as this dark-skinned gal who is in this like skin tight suit. Her hair just kind of flows back, and it kind of is like singed on the edges. Appears kind of behind everyone. She'll be this D8 for now because I don't have her character. as she pulls up, you guys would know her as Blink. She is one of the superheroes of the 13 Guardians, the California region, and she clearly has just been crying, and she just kind of, I've been told that you guys are safe. Don't worry. We're handling it. Not the Guardians, but we're all doing it. We're gonna get them. So don't stay here. Relax. Don't worry about if you saw anything. I don't know if you guys even saw it.
Oh, we saw it.
Yep.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you think we should just stay here?
We'll handle it.
Okay.
The foundation.
Cool. Well, let us know if you need any help. Do you know anything about a villain named Main Event?
That live streaming jackass? Yeah. What?
Yeah, he's coming here in a couple of days. Says he's picking a fight with us. Just wondering, trying to get some intel on him.
Oh shit. Kid, give me. Holy shit! I gotta tell somebody. Don't engage that psychomaniac asshole. Okay? No,
what if he starts trouble?
don't. He is so much stronger than he looks, and he's not stupid. And he'll make you think he's stupid. He's not coming. There's way bigger fish to fry than. No offense, you kids.
So what if he does show up? What should we do?
You should call. You should maybe call us. We're pretty far away, but I can get here quick.
Well,
don't engage.
If he shows up, we'll give you a call.
Okay. God, if that asshole. Sorry, I've got 8 other places I have to stop. But you guys are safe. You guys are good.
Appreciate you checking on us.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. We'll be in contact.
Thank you.
Yep. And she's gone. A little bit of her hair just kind of falls to the ground.
Matt?
Yep.
So that message we got, I should say Night Warden has gotten.
Mm-hmm.
That place is in our little town, right?
Yep. Huxley Towers.
As he's going to hack into different security systems, specifically the cameras, just to see if he can notice anything off about that place.
Oh, absolutely. The first thing you realize is you can only see the garage and the first level, even though you look out the window and there are multiple other levels. You can see they have cameras, but you are not allowed to see them. Would you like to try to hack them?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, another message comes through, and he goes, 3 million already damaged. Guys, what the fuck are you doing? Comes through from Maxwell Huxley.
3 million are already damaged?
And it just says like $$$$$.
Oh my fucking god. Well, my character turns to the other people. Yeah, well, this doesn't seem like a really big trap, as since the most of the other cameras are fucked. There are only fucking 2 of them. One's at one's the garage, and what's the other one?
The main lobby.
In the lobby. So he ain't bullshitting. Something is the fuck wrong here.
Do you think we should go deal with it? I mean, he's willing to pay us whatever.
Yep, and if this shit's in our fucking fucking little town. It's eventually gonna come after us.
Yeah,
I'm more
better
interested in
better
this
take
man
care of
willing
it.
to give us whatever we want. I mean, there's a lot we could use, I think.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out.
Another text pops up. That's 5 million down the drain. Guys, where are you?
Okay, come on, guys. Let's hurry up. Okay, people, let's hurry up.
As you guys all head towards the door, Night Warden,
Also,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
before leaving, my character would put this place on lockdown.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Siren, as you kind of like go to do it, Siren looks at you and just like shuffles over to the communication area. Like, I'll be waiting here in case you guys need anything.
Mm-hmm.
Night Warden, you're able to leave just fine. As you do notice a thing, but I think it's sillier to wait for the rest of the group. Failsafe, Rocket, you guys go towards the door, and a little siren pops up, goes, "Now breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but a good snack towards dinner time is necessary, especially when going out at night to fight crime." And there's a big arrow pointing to the fridge. Much like Night Warden, it is demanding that you have a certain calorie intake before you go out.
My character just
While
suck-
that's
my
while
character
that's
just grabs a
happening, Night
burger.
Warden just kind of like steps off to the side to hide real quick so he doesn't
Mhm.
see him.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Mhm.
Failsafe, Rocket, it's silly, it's naive, but do you guys just grab whatever amount of calories you need and go?
Yep, my character grabs a burger.
Okay, Failsafe.
Yep.
Okay.
Grab and go.
As you meet the calorie requirements, you're able to step outside. Night Warden, you're the first one to see it. Main event, camera 1 is sitting in front of you. Oh man, looks like someone else is taking over a little bit of my territory. I'll be back now. No cheating or nothing. I'll keep an eye on you, okay? But don't go dying
You'd be better
before.
not.
Hmm?
You'd be better off
You
not
gonna
coming
talk
back.
on my platform? Come on, nah, you can't be doing
Ain't
stuff.
nobody worried about you.
I'm gonna edit this out.
You do whatever you need to do. We're too busy for the likes of you.
Yeah. Do I hear this conversation too?
Oh yeah, now that you guys make it through the door, yeah, it's definitely Night Warden yelling at a drone camera.
Cool. Does Feel Safe know that this is a main event camera?
It does. It does have it flashing there. Yeah, now.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool. As I take off flying through the air, I say, "We don't have time to deal with you lame event."
Oh, my pride, man. That's not cool. Hey, man, I'm gonna edit that out. I'm gonna edit that out for sure, for real though. But look at these cowards run away from the main event. Come on now, goodbye, wild cards. More like crying cards. Got him. And the light goes off and it flies away.
Yeah, as it's flying away, my character's just gonna do a quick try to hack in it.
Yeah.
He's bored.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. What would you like to roll to try and make that happen, sir?
Hacking with intelligence.
Okay, what's your hacking?
1 second.
Mhm,
Gotta be
mhm.
back. It's a tier 2.
Okay, so a D6. So bam, bam. Oof. It's not so much that you don't hack it. It's more the fact that as you like.
Actually,
Oh,
that does beat my hard.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at your character sheet. I see that now. You are able, you kind of flop open your wrist keyboard, you start typing. Gosh, if I get the flag wrong, I'm so sorry. Doc Grimley, this is his villain, by the way, as it pops up the Mexican flag, and it just goes, Nah. Come on, you don't want to be doing none of that. And then you get past that, and then it's just this guy's face, this blue, skeleton-like face, and it goes, now you stepping on some dangerous territory now. You best not be. And you get past that, and he goes, all right, well, camera 2. And you just see camera 1 explode as it's been flying away. You are messing with someone
That dude
who
is weird.
you're messing with someone who does not like his toys being touched by others. So let's jump over to where is it? After the fight. We don't want after the fight. Newish. Pleasantdale, Newish. Pleasantdale. How long have I been spelling pleasant wrong? That's hilarious. So you guys are here. Huxley Tower is the one just off into the distance. It does not take you guys very long at all. As you guys all kind of make your way over there, Maxwell is standing just outside the garage. And he's like texting something like aggressively on his phone. You can even hear him under his breath like, you fucking kids, I promised you the...
Right here.
Heroes, I don't ask for a lot of favors, but I'm asking for one now. We'll talk about price after the fact, but someone's in there ruining all my shit, and I don't appreciate it. But blank
Do you
check?
need us to go take care of it?
I do. Blank check.
Well, boys, let's get in there and find out what we're dealing with.
Here's my key card, and he tosses it over to you, and it doesn't quite make it. It like kind of falls, and you see this bellboy like run up to it, pick it up, and he runs it over to the nearest one of you. And he goes, sorry, Miss Maxwell, Mr. Huxley, he's not the best at throwing. Here you go.
Up the table. His father never taught him how to fucking throw or catch. Up the table.
Yeah. Who would like to accept the master security card?
Night Warden will take it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You, as you grab it, this little bellboy, his name tag says Alex. He looks at you and goes, be careful, okay? It's I know, Mr. Huxley, it's gonna be worse than what he says. I don't know what he's told you, but it's gonna be worse than that.
Well, he hasn't told us much other than it's a threat. What do you
It's
know?
worse than that.
Give me a presence and hyper senses. Oh boy, what does that get you, Mr. Night Warden?
Alright, that gets me... That beats my easy.
Okay, first thing you notice, either this guy has a really wonky eye or his eye is scanning things. His right eye is scanning for things, and his left eye is looking at you, but his right eye has like... You know when you look into someone's eye and it has that like glitter of humanity behind it, where the moonlight should be shining and like making that. It's more of like a scope on a sniper rifle look like glare. There's something not so human about it, and he just goes, shit. Best of luck to you. Did he say blank check?
He did say blank check.
A whole lot of other stuff.
Shit. Come, yes, sir. And he flips around, and like Maxwell has been like, Alex, here. And Alex like runs back to his side.
Matt, am I able to see anything through my visors?
Yeah, your visors pick up nothing but technology. It's like a cyborg situation. It's like tech, human heart, tech, human brain, tech, CPU, tech, eyeball.
Okay, got that for that guy. And
Mhm.
anything I can get from the building?
It is a blank slate of building. You can once again see the garage. There is a bit of like surge going on, like electricity jumping back and forth in the garage, and then the main level, and then above it just looks like unregistered piece of video game equipment. Like it's just like a gray block.
Okay. He's gonna ask them, do you know where the main problem's coming from?
As you look at Maxwell, your visor does show a lot of tech on his body, little rockets in his arm, just a lot of things. Uh, yeah. About that, boys. I don't really know who's in there. There should be nobody in there. A handful of workers, but I got them all out in time. Something's messing up with all my technology in there, and I don't appreciate that at all.
Well, it seems like we're gonna have to go in a little blindish. Gotta see what the fuck's going on.
Okay. When I did get everyone out of there, we had to stop it level by level. Just so you know, whatever's messing with the towers is messing with my elevator as well. So garage would be your entry point. And he just like looks down his own nose like, sorry.
Well, to the garage it is, guys.
Yep.
Okay. As the gang heads towards the garage, this is where we do call it for the night, but I'll show you what you're working with. You guys enter the garage. It is full of employee vehicles. There is even one employee who like runs out on his way, and he goes, "Watch out! He turned on my car radio. I don't know if that helps. It was weird though, but I don't feel like driving that car now. It feels like it was driving itself. I kept putting it in drive and it put it in park, and I don't know what's going on."
Interesting.
And we will leave with everyone's action 2. Maxwell Huxley's car itself, an armored SUV looking armored tank basically. This bluish car over here is immediately put into drive and is flying towards you guys. What would everyone like to do? We'll start with Failsafe. He's at the top of the order.
I'd like to pick the car up so it can't move.
Absolutely. Night Warden, what's your initial reaction?
I was gonna try to do some crazy parkour stuff, but as he picks up the car,
Hopefully picks up the car.
hopefully picks up the car. Okay. If I could, I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to hold one of two actions depending on how his goes. So if he fails to pick up the car, I'm going to attempt to like run and basically using parkour, run up the hood as it comes at me and go up and over the car.
Okay.
But if he does manage to pick it up, then I'm gonna try and position myself somewhere in the garage where I'm not gonna have a car come run me over. So maybe up against a wall or in a corner that if it does come at me, I can jump out of the way and the car's done.
Understood. And Rocket.
With his natural visor on, like the moment they came into the room, was he able to see a lot of technology in the car already?
Oh yeah, it. If you were to able to like slow it down, you maybe see it for a split second. It's a bit of electricity that like jumps into the car, and you see this like electric vibrating human hand like grab the steering wheel, and you kind of see its foot slam on the gas, and it's just like laughing maniacally before it jumps into a different car, and it starts hitting the radio on all these cars around you. I would love to get everyone's rolls after we hear what Rocket's thinking.
He is going to more or less. Let me see here. Hack into the car as this thing sort of has its foot slammed on the pedals to try and keep it stuck in this specific car, specifically stuck in a radio.
Okay. All right, so everyone has their actions. Go ahead and roll them. Cole, you want me to roll yours, I assume?
Yes.
D100 plus what? What are you looking to add here?
Well, as I've been doing hacking a lot, another hacking check.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Bam, bam.
That beats my heart.
Okay. So we have Failsafe, we have Cole, and Night Warden. Let's hear from Failsafe first. Failsafe, where does 47 land you?
It got my easy.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's easy enough. As you kind of grab that car, you're able to push it up in the air and hold it into place. So Night Warden, that allows you to. What was your action if he succeeded?
If he succeeded, I was going to run for a corner and basically like position myself that any cars come at me, I can jump out of the way and they can crash.
Okay. You
So
have
either up against a wall, up against a pillar, up against a corner,
there is
something like that.
There is. I would say there's pillars. I didn't put them in here. I definitely should have. But there is this corner with the truck, this corner with the small compact vehicle. You probably couldn't make it to the motorcycles, but I would say there's probably a pillar or two in between you and the motorcycles. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head for the closest pillar. I'm assuming, most garages, there's probably 4 pillars.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna head for the closest one and kind of like brace my back against it.
Okay. And then with that, Cole, Rocket kind of like starts clicking on his device, and what you do is you basically change the frequency of that radio, and whatever that creature is grabbed just for a second, and he just looks back and he goes, clever. And then all of the radios, you guys, it takes you a second. In fact, like you all pause for a second because you're like, what the? I know what that sound was. And it was the original broadcast of the sword going through the heroes' necks that was cut off, as all of the vehicles play that same sound. And all of their headlights turn on you guys, as you guys are all, for the moment, temporarily blinded, and you just hear the murder of, at this point, a singular hero over and over through all of the car speakers. And that is exactly where we will pick up next Saturday.
Oh,
Womp, womp, womp,
Of
womp.
course.
The
Womp,
cow.
womp,
That kid with a goddamn sword sound.
First things first, thank you guys. Cole, I'm glad you made it. I'm sorry you're not feeling great, but I appreciate you jumping in. But I do want to say thank you to Star for doing a little bit of voice acting tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, go Star.
for
Hey.
sure.
Yeah, this is a character I'm very excited about, guys. I'm gonna be voice acting it whenever I have time, but I hope you guys understand. You guys made a very wise decision. You guys made a very wise decision.
The other person, I would like to think is Doc Grimley, who is the mind behind main event. He is heading your way as well. And to kind of close out before we go into our closing ceremony, which is always one of our teachable moments, which is going to be wild tonight. But this is Dobby's character, who you guys will meet very, very soon, who Rocket has trapped for the moment inside of this vehicle. So shout out Dobby when you get a chance. I would love to have another conversation with you. He has said he's going to try to make it to our next session. So there you go. But yeah, you guys hit the trifecta tonight. 3 villains of the TTB coming at you. Let's go with failsafe first. So we always end our sessions with our teachable moments, which was every time that our heroes fail, they actually technically on the character sheet get better because they have a teachable moment about these things. Josh, did failsafe have any teachable moments tonight?
No, because I used my luck points. So I
Used them all.
got at least easy on everything.
That's right. Which is awesome. It's bittersweet. You don't get better, but you technically never lost. So there you go. No teachable moments for you. Rocket, we only had you for a short amount of time. Cole, did Rocket have any teachable moments tonight?
Not really. He's been thriving.
Rocket has always been thriving. The man who he chose his stats very wisely. No teachable moments. But Night Warden, our across the board man who always has at least one. Where was our teachable moment tonight, Night Warden?
It was in the gym, and it was in thinking that just because I had a bunch of energy that it would correlate to strength in the gym, and that is not always the case.
That's right. You did get you did get a 3 on your D4, so you can add a 3 to your minus on strength there. But yeah, our heroes basically had a choose your own adventure moment, and they chose to stay home right there in Pleasantdale, keep their town safe rather than explore things happening around themselves. Once again, thank you to all 3 of our guests who were either here or spiritually were here, but most of all, of course, thank you, my players. You guys were awesome tonight. Boy, next Saturday is gonna be a doozy. Does anyone have any fun things they would like to end the recording tonight with?
I have one word for you all. Would you like to hear it?
I would.
Yeah.
Helicopter! Pickle Rick!
It's Pickle Rick. That's what we love to hear. Now Pickle Rick has to be a villain. Night Warden, Failsafe, anything you guys would like to leave? Or Star, you're here as well. And any parting words?
Mine is just tune in next week to see what happens with apparently a bunch of potentially murderous vehicles in a garage and 3 superheroes. Tune in to find out.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a good joke.
Go ahead.
I can't wait to write more terrible things that you guys get to listen to. I have a dark mind, and this is a great time to just get it out. This is perfect. This is perfect for me because my character is like brutal.
Yeah. He's got a country to protect, man, and he takes that very seriously. Josh, anything from you before we call it for the night?
I'm good. We got him up in the air, right?
We are now.